With KSI's new boxing fight just around the corner, a lot of people are excited for this boxing event. However, not so much for KSI. You see, KSI versus Tommy Fury is pretty exciting, but I think the one fight that everyone wants to see, however, is Dillon Danis versus Logan Paul. Let's just talk about it. One of the issues I have with influencer boxing, and this is an issue that a lot of people are starting to point out, is the fact that there's not enough promotion, not enough hype being built. Whenever a fighter or an influencer gets into boxing, they just focus on the boxing part. They don't really do that much promotion. They don't do like arguments on Twitter or calling out on YouTube or their platforms, and that's one of the big major issues. Dillon Danis, on the other hand, has decided to do that. He has decided to go after Logan Paul, not only him, but his girlfriend, which I gotta say, it's been some of the funniest shit we've seen in a while. I kid you not, when this fight was announced, during the first couple of days, Dillon Danis posted a nude photo of his girlfriend, which is just hilarious. And after that, he just kept posting picture, video of her on other shows or with other celebrities, just her in general. And it's been some of the funniest shit ever. And it was even hilarious when they confronted each other during the press conference. Now, obviously, I can't really show, clips from the actual live stream of the zone. I kind of have to go based off of, some photos and maybe some clips, but you get the whole idea. Now, I will say this. Logan Paul did clap back, pretty good. He made a whole cake of Dillon Danis. He hired the bodyguard that, choked out Dillon Danis. But it's just, at that point, it's like Dillon already won the argument right there. And especially after the press conference, Logan started going on podcasts saying, oh, he's the most evil person. Like, I wish I didn't give him a platform. It's like, bro, shit talking back. Like, go back at him. Don't be this little pussy saying, oh, I regret ever giving a platform. Or like, what he's doing is Carson. Like, stop crying about it and actually do something about it. Now, what's funny is that Dillon Danis has also done collabs with other influencers in the space. And not just, kind of spar with them a bit or, train with them a bit. But he's also shown them the nuke photo that he supposedly has on Logan Paul's wife. Alright? Now, I don't know what this photo is. It could be, it's honestly best up to your imagination. It could be her fucking a guy or her, cheating on Logan as of recent. Who knows? Nobody knows. It may drop tomorrow, today, next week, next month, probably an hour before the fight. Who knows? But this is a photo that could potentially jeopardize the fight if he drops it right now. Speaking of jeopardizing fights, Nina decided to put out a restraining order on Dillon. Yes, that is right. She has a restraining order on Dillon for cyberstalking and harassment, which, it's bullshit, let's be honest, because Nina is a public figure, so is Dillon, and he's not really, going to where she is or stalking her every time she goes someplace. He's really just posting photos of her every single day, which, a lot of these photos are public. This is all her appearances she has made in other, TV shows, videos, movies, and sometimes just photos that are already out there, so it's not really harassment. And to back this up even further, actually, there's a part in the lawsuit that talks about Dillon Danis supposedly using pictures that were from her hacked Snapchat a while back, and they use one of his clips where he talks about getting and using it in the Nelk podcast. But when you actually look at the Nelk podcast and you look at the clip, he completely says the opposite, where he doesn't use any of that shit. Anytime someone sends him hacked material that she had gotten from the Snapchat, he refuses to use it or even acknowledge it because he knows that it could definitely fuck him over. So, yeah, that's, again, the whole lawsuit is bullshit in my opinion.
It's trouble in paradise.
What are they saying?
I can't. The zone has put a little bit of a trap on me, but there's definitely trouble in paradise,
Well, yeah. How many photos of Logan's girl have you posted?
But at the end of the day, too, it's like, I'm not taking leaked photos from if you dated her, right, and you sent me a picture of her naked in bed. That's illegal. That's defamation of character.
And what's interesting is that there is a lawyer on Twitter, or at least we think he's a lawyer. He's basically giving his own opinion on the whole thing. He says that she does have a case and Dillon can't really appeal it. However, we'll see what happens, because Dillon has, I believe, until Sunday to sort of reappeal the lawsuit. Not the restraining order, but the lawsuit, because I believe she's suing him for $150,000 in damages, which, what the fuck did he damage? She doesn't have a brand or anything that I know of. No, she's smooching off of Logan Paul's money. So I'm pretty sure he's not losing any money over this at all. Maybe he's getting emotionally damaged, but in terms of money, he's pretty good. So what's interesting about this lawsuit is really not the lawsuit itself. It's dumb, but it's the fact that there are some people who legitimately believe that Nina is in the right, which I totally disagree. I think Dillon right here is being unjustly sued, honestly, because this isn't harassment or any of that. He's not sending tons and tons of hate after her. He's not sending people after her, and he's not really stalking her. He's just, talking shit about her, which is just perfectly fine in my opinion. Like, she can just block him and that's it. She wouldn't really have to worry about. Plus, also, a lot of majority of these images that he is posting is relatively public. They're all public. It's all her public appearances. You could make the argument, if he was dropping, nude photos of her, but he only really did that once. And that was I believe a month ago. So it doesn't really, I don't think one nude photo really justifies her dropping a whole entire restraining order and lawsuit on him, honestly. Now, since the lawsuit dropped, Dillon has kind of slowed down a bit dropping on the pictures, probably because his lawyer told him to do so. However, because of that, Logan decided to finally start shit-talking Dillon, and I gotta say, it is pretty sad. First off, this guy was complaining about Dillon posting pictures of his wife in podcasting. Oh my god, I don't like how he's posting them on Twitter. It's very sad and it hurts my feelings. Why? How could he's crossing a line? I wish I never platformed or gave him a chance. But yet, the moment Dillon gets hit with the lawsuit, he decides to finally clap back. And I gotta admit, it is pretty underwhelming. It is sad. It is just, this is the best he can come up with. This weird ass clip that he had of him stuttering, and this DM, which it's laughable. This is the fakest shit I've ever seen.
You sent me so many messages.
Then why am I? I had two knee surgeries.
It sounds like you have Conor McGregor's nutsack in your mouth.
Oh, this guy has retweet. Just little tweets.
That's what I'm saying right there. Watching you stumble your way through these sentences is painful.
That's fine. Yeah, great. I think you just wanted to. Yeah, whatever.
Exhibit A.
I got better. I said I got.
Yo!
I said sue
Get
me.
this man a glass of water!
So yeah, those are my thoughts on the lawsuit. I think honestly, the lawsuit is complete fucking bullshit. I hope Dillon wins, but there is a chance that Nina might actually end up winning. I just hope he doesn't get sued and jeopardize the fight at the same time. I really hope it doesn't. But in terms of who I want to win, I probably want Dillon to win, but there is a chance that Logan might win since he does have a bit of boxing experience, and Dillon did post this as his boxing training footage. So yeah, not that good. But honestly, I'm surprised this isn't the main event, because if we look at Tommy and KSI, it's been that. But anyways, those are my thoughts on the whole Dillon versus Logan Paul fiasco. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think Dillon was right here? Do you think Logan Paul was in the right? Who do you think is going to win? And who do you want to win? Alright, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to share this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out my other videos. Also, check out my social media. Link will be in the description below. Dislike the video if you dislike it. Like the video if you enjoyed it. And with that being said, I am out.